Hi, I'm Lesley Koehnen of Village Health. Thank you for joining me today for a variation on the Pilates push-up using the Overball. Like any exercise, you're going to want to check with your physician before trying anything new. Today, you'll need a mat and you'll need a soft Overball. You also could use a yoga block the long way because we're going to place it in between our inner thighs. Let's go ahead and get started. So you're going to stand at the back end of your mat, and you're going to go ahead and take that ball and place it between your inner thighs. Okay, so the feet are comfortably apart with the ball between the inner thighs. And we're going to start by inhaling and reaching the arms up to the ceiling and getting a nice stretch through the waist and the side body. From here, we're going to do a standing roll down. You're going to inhale to prepare. As you exhale, you're going to slowly roll down through your spine, one vertebra at a time. And then if you need to, bend your knees so that you can get your hands close to the floor. From here, you're going to lead with your right hand first in 3 to 4 walks to walk out into plank. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're not going to do any push-ups here today. We're just going to practice keeping a nice squeeze, not a hard squeeze, but a nice squeeze on that ball, and breathing, keeping our abs toned. And then from here, you're going to inhale and lift your hips high to the sky, and you're going to lead with that right hand again and walk back in 4 walks, 2, 3, 4, and come back to your forward fold position with soft knees if you need to. And then you're going to inhale and exhale, scoop your belly, and stack the spine back up, 1 vertebra at a time. Now, the reason I like to use the ball or yoga block in this is that a lot of times when we come into plank, we really dump into our wrists and our arms and put a lot of our weight forward. But by training the inner thighs, we're putting the weight more back in our legs and in our core muscles. And then when you do this later, without the ball or the yoga block, hopefully your body will remember, you can cue yourself to remember, what did it feel like to have more attention on your legs and your inner thighs? So I really feel like that helps bring stability and brings our weight back into our strong legs and our core, so we're not dumping forward into our hands. Let's go ahead and try it again. This time, we're going to lead with our left arm to walk out and to come back. Inhale, reach the arms up, get that nice stretch, wiggle your toes to make sure you're not gripping them. Exhale, a standing roll down, rolling down 1 vertebra at a time, all the way down to the bottom. Now, you want to be able to crease at your hips here and not just have a big rounded hunchback. So try to crease at the hips. You might need to bend your knees if you're really tight to get that fold at the front of your hips. That's very important when we come into this position. Leading with that left hand in 3 to 4 walks. Here we go. Left, right, and holding plank as long as you can. Taking deep breaths, breathing deep, keeping that squeeze on the ball, noticing how putting more weight back into your legs helps you use your legs and your core more, and you don't feel like you're dumping into your arms and wrists. On your next inhale, you're going to lift those hips high to the sky. Walk back with that left hand first. Try to do it in 3 to 4 walks, and then come back into that forward fold position. Again, really trying to crease at the front of your hips as you relax down. You're not gripping your toes. Your weight is equally in your heels and across the ball of your foot. Inhale here. Exhale. And rolling back up. Let's try it 2 more times. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, standing roll down. Making sure you're finding that hip crease at the front of the hips. Walking out with that right hand, you're breathing, inhaling through the nose, exhaling, toning those abdominals, and then holding your plank as long as you can. Let's try 1 more breath here. Inhale, lifting the hips up high. Exhale, walking back. Make sure you find that good forward fold You're not just rounding in your spine, but you're getting that nice crease at the front of your hips. Inhale, exhale, scoop the belly and stand up, stacking up the spine, one vertebra at a time. Last time, inhale, the arms lift up. Exhale, standing roll down. Finding that forward fold. You're breathing. Walking out with that left hand. 3 to 4 walks, finding that plank, holding the plank. Now, if you want to hold your plank longer, be my guest. I'm just walking you through using the overball or a yoga block between the inner thighs to help with this Pilates push-up variation. On your next inhale, lift your hips high. Exhale, walk back with the left hand first. Find that forward fold. Really sink into it, feeling like you're not clenching your toes. You're trying to get that crease at the front of your hips. And then inhale and exhale, scoop the belly. Use those abdominals to stack the spine up, one vertebra at a time. When you get to the top, one last time, reaching up through the arms, reaching up through the right arm, and then reaching up through the left arm. And then as you bring your arms out to the side, circle your wrists, both directions, and come all the way down. And you can remove that ball. So that's a nice way to work on the Pilates push-up. And I do really find, I actually got this idea from a yoga class I took once when she had us use the yoga block between our inner thighs. And it made such a difference in where I was placing my weight in my plank, that I found it very beneficial, especially because I do see that a lot of us, when we do plank, really dump forward into those wrists and we say, oh, my wrists hurt when I do plank. But if we can shift that weight back into our strong legs, and then it will work on our lower core more, I find it very beneficial. So you don't have to always do it this way, but it's a nice way to kind of train your body and train your brain to get it more into your lower body. And so then eventually you can do it without. Thank you so much for joining me today.